Hello and welcome to the interview with the Asian team of the Software Testing World Cup. That's the team that won the Asian competition. We had 250 teams competing in Asia, and Team Testar was ranked first. They're going to go to the World Competition in Germany in just a couple of weeks. So, hello, Team Testar.
Hi.
Good morning.
Good morning. Well, what time? It's 8 p.m. for you, right?
Yeah.
So thanks for coming together to make this work. So we have Nicole New, Humphrey Chen, Eva Howe, and Harris Way, mostly working at Mary Kay Cosmetics, but not all. So Humphrey has about 7 years of experience in testing,
Yes.
hardware and software testing, and now he's been doing e-commerce projects. And he has a certificate from the ISTQB. But more, I think maybe more relevant to us is that he's a gold rank tester for UTest. UTest being an online community where you very quickly go in and find defects in applications, and you're compensated for the bugs you find. So most people that do UTest do it at night. I'm guessing that USA Day is Asia night, and that works out pretty well for you. I didn't prepare Harris for this, but Humphrey. But tell me about your ISTQB and your UTest, and did either of those help you prepare for this competition?
Yeah. Yes, I believe so. Because I was trained to be bug sensitive in the UTest community, and when the project comes, we need to find as many as possible in a very limited time. And every of my friends were just eager to find more bugs, and we practice this kind of things every week because there are projects coming every weekend. So we are quite good at it right now.
Yeah, fantastic. Yeah, I would think so. So you're doing UTest. How did you find out about the World Cup?
Um, well, I did this work, software testing World Cup for many times in the LinkedIn and as well as on Weibo. We have some Chinese judge, and they just post this information on the Weibo, and lots of people just follow that post. And because I was a tester in UTest, I was very interested in this competition. Also, lots of my friends interested in it. So at first, four gold testers just came out idea to take part in this competition. However, due to different reasons, people in and out of the team, and we have totally a new team formed, just like the team right now.
Yeah, that's it. I had no idea that it started out with 4 gold U testers. That's amazing.
Yeah.
And you got to get you ended up working with coworkers and friends, so it definitely worked out. You guys won, so you can't do much better than that.
Yes, I, I think coworkers has more responsibility with each other, so they could overcome lots of difficulties. But if you work with people in other community, that's what.
Yep, that makes sense. Thank you, Humphrey. So Eva is actually a mobile application tester for a company called EF Education First. So most of the people here are working for Mary Kay or contracted to Mary Kay. Eva is not. And I'm curious how you got to know everybody else and how the team came together, Eva.
Yeah, we although we are not in the same company, but we talked with each other in communication calls, like Chinese calls, QQ. Yeah, we share different testing skills, testing experience, and maybe we can communicate with each other about the testing problems. So although we don't in the same company, and we can chat. And one day, Humphrey, he told me there is a competition, and maybe I can in. So I just joined them, and I like competition, and maybe we can get some experience. And finally, we found that it's our lucky to be the champion of the Asia.
Great. So how did you practice, Eva? Did you all physically get together and test some software, or did you just talk about strategy and planning, or did you just show up the day of and hope things turned out?
We talked before the competition starts. We prepared the testing reports, bug reports. We got templates before the competition start, and we also discussed about testing strategies like complexity testing, performance testing, manual testing, like function testing, and we got to find the devices for the compatible testing, and then we get together during the competition day, and we do the competition together.
Yeah,
great.
And also we had a rehearsal before the competition. And we have there are 2 rounds of age preliminary test because the first round was failed. The website got broken when we tested. We took this opportunity as a real rehearsal and get familiar with all the tools, all the task assignments, and we really feel the time pressure at that time. So we have got good preparation before the second round.
Yeah, so remind me. This is good. So round 1 was Pivotal Tracker, and the software was turned on. And from what I understand, it wasn't even that it was security attacked. It was that Pivotal recognized it was getting 250 different IP address people using the software from China, some of which were doing performance testing, which they shouldn't have been. And the software itself, the open source software it was built on top of, turned the website off because it decided it was being attacked. It's kind of funny. What was the second round? I can't remember. What were you testing in the second round?
We have 3 choices. The first is NBA.com, and the second is Exxon development website, and the third one is HP Quality Bank.
Right. Right. So we ask you to test the NBA website and a sample app by HP and my website for defects in my software, which there are a few. They can be hard to find. Yeah. Was there anything? What was your? I didn't prepare you for some of these questions, but that's the fun of the interview. So, did anybody have a favorite bug that they found that they thought was the most interesting of those 3 sites?
In the search function of the NBA.com, and there are some major bugs. For example, there is one because in the search results there are a lot of pages, and when you go like 1,000 pages, the page will be empty, and there are a lot of like 1,001, 1,002 pages, and these pages are all empty without any images or many articles. That's very strange. I think there are some problems in your Circle database.
Yeah, very good. That's awesome. NBA changes all the time, so there's always bugs in it. It's kind of fun. Yeah. And that was what your report was on. You chose to write your report on NBA.com.
Yeah. Sorry, we didn't test you for that.
It's fine. The report was was one of the most well formatted and beautiful reports that we've seen, and you did graphs on the bug count and that sorts of thing. Everyone in there was some struggling, and maybe it was an English language conversion, but a lot of the teams in Asia struggled to write an effective summary for an executive in that report. Like, I want to know if I'm reading it, how good the software is, and even among the top 10, consistently, there were good reports in that they looked pretty and they were attractive to the eye and they had graphs. But as the reader, it was unclear to me, especially at the very first few paragraphs. It was unclear. Is this really where do we stand as a company for the software? Of course, some of that was by design because you didn't actually ever get to meet the stakeholder. You don't know how good enough is. You don't know what the requirements are, so it's really hard to give actionable information. But I was talking in Canada last week about test reporting, and I mentioned this story of providing good reports and summaries, and the North American winning team walked up to me afterward and introduced themselves. And they said, "We took notes. We're going to do that. We're going to have an awesome summary. And you better tell everybody else." So I figured I'd do it on the video. So we talked about how you practice. We talked about how you found out about it. Harris is another one of our, Harris Way is another one of our winners. He's actually a business analyst and has done some programming, currently focusing on the business requirements and user experience. He's also got his project management certificate. So, Harris, what was the experience like? You had 3 hours and you had to do a whole bunch of stuff on multiple sites. What was it like for you?
Yes, in my daily job, daily work, I always analyze the user requirements, and in the 3 hours is a very short time. I need analyze the requirement and make the priority for each function. And I also know in which function maybe we may have bugs, and the user will maybe in some function when there is a bug, the user will accept the bug because they know what it is. But in other packages or other features, that either the bug must be fixed, so I can know which bug is much important. So I need to categorize the priority for the each functions. Then we will put more attention on the key features.
So Harris just break down the requirements for us, and each of us just post the area that, so we could save our time. So everyone will just test one aspect of the offset website, and we have good work assignment.
Okay, I hadn't seen it broken down, and that makes sense to me. That you could just sort of feed him bugs, and he could either enter them in the system or mark the priorities and that kind of thing. That's interesting. So that brings us to, so you go to the competition. It was a while. We made you wait a couple of weeks, right? And you finally hear that you win. You get to buy your tickets and worry about your passports and all that kind of stuff. And now it's almost here. In 2-3 weeks, we're going to actually be at the world competition in Germany. So I've introduced everyone else. That leaves us with Nicole, who is a tester for Hewlett-Packard on contract with Mary Kay. She's been testing for almost 10 years now, and has an AIS HPO M46 certificate. I don't know what that means, but I'm assuming it's good. So, Nicole, can you tell us maybe a little bit about the certificate and about what you're planning, and if you have any plans for Germany?
Okay. The final petition is first. Yeah. the Asian competition is a surprise for me, for our team. So this is first. And the HD is like, because I think this today's IT industry, the agile testing and the agile develop very population. And I say the ADT arranged some lectures of the agile testing. So we are very interested in it and want to hear it. And another one is we want to know a German culture, and we will join its historical building. So we will to look for.
Great. Yeah. You're gonna like it. It's fun, and it's safe, and it's walkable, and I just, as a town, Potsdam is really nice. I've been to Potsdam twice, and I didn't even spend any time in Berlin or any of the big cities. I just explored Potsdam on foot. So, yeah. Anything else you guys want to talk about before we call this a wrap? And I'll see you in a couple of weeks.
Maybe we can see you in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yes, we look forward to talk to you face to face, and we have lots of questions for you about the advertising things that you are the expert in it, and you know, the China software is just on the way to be more professional, and we need to learn lots of experience.
Yeah, it's a very good chance.
It's I really appreciate that, and I'm looking forward to talking to you. The conference is going to have a ton of experts. It's going to have some of the best authors, speakers, experts, managers, testers. And they do a really good job at bringing great people in. So sure to have plenty of people to talk to. And you know, to make this work, we've got time zone problems, we've got bandwidth problems, we've got communication, internet, Google, Asia problems, and we made it work. So I know there have been some delays and things, and maybe the audio quality wasn't the best, but thanks for coming on the show, and I'll see you guys in a couple of weeks, all right?
Yeah.
See you.
See you.
Thank you for your time. Bye.
All right,
Bye.
bye.